So guys, welcome back to another instant match reaction. It finishes Manchester United 0, Manchester City 2 at Old Trafford. Another shambolic performance today from Manchester United. And surely now, after this performance today, after this result today, this has to be the final nail in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's coffin. Because that performance again was diabolical. I'll tell you what, Manchester City treated that like a training session. And this game is a Manchester derby at Old Trafford. And they treated it like a training session today. They didn't have to work more than 10% to win that game. Once they got that first goal, it was plain sailing from there because we set up to lose that game. We didn't want to play that game today. We didn't want to compete. It looked like the players didn't care on the pitch. And I've got to say today, I'm putting this more on the players than the manager today because it's still the manager. You know, I want him to go. He has to go tomorrow morning. But the players on that pitch didn't care one bit. They weren't pressing. They weren't, pressing to win that ball back. They weren't getting up the field. They were just sitting there slouching and just accepting that City were going to pummel us for the 90 minutes straight. And that's exactly what happened today. And as Roy Keane said at half-time, I'm really starting to give up on these players. That's now Liverpool and Manchester City, a 5-0 defeat and a 2-0 defeat in the space of a couple of weeks to our main rivals. It's starting to become embarrassing now, and it really is that low. The performance today was that low. The vibes around Manchester United are that low, and it's just time for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now to move on. He was given the Atalanta game. He was given this game to try and improve this Manchester United squad, but it's not happened. And if today shows anything as well, some people may say that performance today was worse than the Liverpool game. I know we got front 5-0, but the performance from the players today on that pitch, it showed a lot. It showed that they don't care anymore. It just showed that, the decline of this club at the moment is right down there. That's what it shows at the moment. And it was just so bad today. It really was. And as soon as I saw that 5 at the back formation, I knew that was coming. That's the thing. I knew that was coming. And we'll talk over the goals in a minute, because that second goal we conceded, oh my God. These defenders need to improve. This team needs to improve. And we need a manager that can improve this team. Because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not going to do that anymore. That is Ole out now. I don't care what you say. Later on tonight, tomorrow morning, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has to leave Manchester United. Because it is becoming really bad now. It is becoming really bad. So I'll get into the lineup for the game. So, of course, we were at a back 5, probably a back 7, because Adam, Fred and McTominay in there, they're defenders basically, aren't they? They don't go forward, they don't press, they're nothing. They just sit at the back. So the team going into the game was De Gea in there, left back Luke Shaw, who was really poor today. Bailly, Lindelof and Maguire. Right hand side you had Wan-Bissaka. In the middle was Fred, McTominay and Bruno. And then of course it was Cavani, Mason Greenwood and Ronaldo. And that team, I just knew we were going to lose. As soon as I saw that back 7 at the back, that back 5, however you want to say it, with Merc Fred in the middle, I knew we were going to lose that game. And it's fair to say, Ole is, he's killed himself. I said it in a couple of videos. He's ended himself. If he goes today, if he goes tomorrow morning, he's ended it for himself. Because he's not tried switching about. He's not tried using Donny van de Beek. He's not tried, switching it around, starting Sancho. He's not tried to help himself. He's not tried to improve the squad. He's kept it how he likes it. And, he's kept it like that for a few years now. And it's just not worked. It was a moment when it worked. Last season, maybe 2 seasons ago. It had time when it worked. But now we're starting to get, I want to say this season had high expectations. We were meant to improve. We were meant to challenge. But you cannot challenge and you cannot improve with these group of players and this manager in charge. And that's the problem at Manchester United at the moment. So that was the team going into the game. And straight away, oh my God, we didn't really get into City's half. For the first 30 minutes, first 20 minutes, it was all City. We were allowing them, we weren't pressing them. We were just allowing them to have the ball, create opportunities. And, the danger signs were there straight away. They had a few early chances, a few early Cancelo shots. And from then, it goes 1-0 up. It's a decent goal, to be fair. Man City go 1-0 up. Who scored again? I forgot who scored. Who scored that goal? Who scored Man City's first goal? Oh, it was an own goal, wasn't it? Eric Bailly, I don't know what he's trying to do. He needs to move his legs quicker there. Goes into our own net when it's 1-0 City. And I just knew from that goal it was not going to be a good day. We were not going to bring this back. And then, of course, before the break, they get a second. And let's talk through the second goal. So, of course, the ball comes in. There's 5 defenders in the box. 5 defenders. The ball just loops in. Maguire leaves it. Shaw leaves it. And then De Gea just gets beaten. That's very poor from De Gea. But Shaw, the awareness. Oh, my God. He just let it go. Wasn't aware that Bernardo Silva was there. And they go 2-0 up right before the break. And any hope we had taking a 1-0 defeat into that half, well, a 1-0 deficit into that second half, it got even worse because we were 2-0 down. And then from there, the second half, I literally cannot tell you a moment in that second half when we had a shot on target. I cannot tell you for one moment that we had a shot at their goal in the second half, because we didn't. That is the thing. The second half was just a full, impactful training session from Manchester City. Ole out. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer out. Get him out. Please. As Roy Keane said at half-time, I'm starting to give up on these players. I am giving up on these players because they're not putting any effort in as well. Ole's not, but the players on the pitch should be putting more effort in. It's a derby day against Man City. It's a chance for you to save your manager, who you come out and say you're behind. You come out and say he's not a problem. He's not the problem. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer isn't the problem. Then what is? Tell me what is. Because these players are quality. These players, they're not playing bad for no reason. They're playing bad week in, week out and underperforming because it's down to the manager. They're playing bad every single week because this manager cannot coach these players. He cannot coach these players to a standard that is good enough for a club like Manchester United. And it's just like, I woke up today thinking, oh, Manchester derby, we're not going to get anything out of this. I said yesterday as well on Twitter, I'm not looking forward to this game because I know what's going to happen. I knew what was going to happen a week ago. I knew what was going to happen 2 weeks ago. We're going to lose this game. It actually is upsetting. It is so upsetting because I want to see this Manchester United club do well. And of course, even with losing this game, it's just going to be even more hate on Ole, which of course, you could say he's brought up himself because, he's not tried improving this squad. The amount of chances he's been given, he's not changed anything to try and help himself. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But let me get into the player ratings. So in goal, David De Gea, I'm going to give him a 6. The man of the match, kept us in the game. It could have been 5 or 6 if it wasn't for De Gea. One of those saves in the first half was truly incredible as well. For the goal, as I said, maybe should be saving it, but it should be clear before even making that chance at effort or the chance at goal. So yeah, I guess a 6 for me, maybe a 7 you could say. A 7 I'm going to give De Gea. Left back, Luke Shaw. Awful today, absolutely awful. And as I said, for that second goal, he is just so poor. The awareness for that second goal is, I'm not even going to go through the second goal. It is horrible to watch. And, as Mark Goldbridge said, there was snowmen in that box at the time. So yeah, Shaw gets a 4. Absolutely awful today. I don't know what's up with Shaw. Last year he was probably our player of the year. Personally, he was my player of the year. And this year he's just gone he's not been informed. I don't know what's wrong with Shaw. I don't know if it's, the England injuries. I'm not too sure what it is. But yeah, he was terrible today. Lindelof, 4. Maguire, useless as always, 4. Bailly, 4. He can't read a defence today. We're awful. Awful. Fred. Actually, Wan-Bissaka today I'm going to give a 3 as well. 3 today for Wan-Bissaka. Awful today. Awful. Compared to 2 weeks ago when he was actually good and actually putting in a shift, today was a complete opposite. Absolutely awful. Can't defend. Leaving gaps open. It was a terrible performance from Wan-Bissaka. So I'm going to give him a 3. Fred, 4. 3. McTominay, 3. We know what we're getting with these players. Average performances every single week. Not good enough to be at Manchester United. What else can you say? Bruno Fernandes, I'm going to give a 5-4 today, possibly, around that area. Just because, again, poor from him. Absolutely poor. Tried stuff, but again, giving the ball away too easily, too sloppy at times. So yeah, 5, maybe even a 4. Greenwood, 4. Didn't really get too much opportunities today. Didn't get too many service. Ronaldo, 4. Didn't get the ball hardly any of the game, did he? Had 1 opportunity in the first half and then I don't remember him touching the ball after that. So yeah, that's just where we are at the moment, and it's so sad how far City are ahead of us. It's so sad, because this team is now in a decline. It was in a decline from the start of the season, let's be honest. It's been in a decline. I'm not going to say since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took over, because, you know, the last 2 years, he's got us into a position where we are at the moment, which I can only thank him for. But from the start of the season, from that first bad result which we went on this run, we were on a decline. It was clear as day. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think down below, guys. It finishes Man United 2, I wish, Manchester United 0, Manchester City 2, and Ole out.